stadium buzzing. Kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will take the first swing of the game. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He's got an open man and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Just keep slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Nebraska! First points of the day are on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win. Like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll toss it to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
Now the toss. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page.
There he goes! Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gets the back moving. Off play action on first down. Right on the money. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Now the toss. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Caught close to the marker. It's Hunter. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Nelson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On target. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Berry. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Buys a little extra time. Oh, he's got a chance. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
It's now 2nd down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Got a man. It's Hunter. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really...
Going for it all. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more snap coming before halftime. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the first half. It's 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Cornhuskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Here we go. Do the show. Break.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. Creates a little room. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Wants to throw on first down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, look out on the right. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Quick toss. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Well, they try to spit it out to the... On the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. On the move at the 30. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. The sure hands, it's Pope. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the pummeling has started. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, and what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll toss it to the left. Look out, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but Things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
So the final period starts with a second down play. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now on second down.
Here we go.
Handoff to the single running back. Got a little space. There he goes. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Pulls it in. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Huskers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. On the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Single. Red 70, black saw. Represent.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up second down.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Fires on the move. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Making side adjustments here. Motion from the back. They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
To the air, it's Raiola. Looking left. Complete downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's open on the right. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. The play action fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds space on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The option look. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the option. He'll toss it. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these down.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This quarterback has been locked in. The aerial attack has been precise. They put up big numbers. They put points on the board. It has just been superb. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you